I just want to make a public service announcement. As people, we have to do better. We have to do a lot better. We have to start speaking life into each other. We got to start encouraging. We got to start uplifting. We got to start supporting one another. This is not the season to continue to complain. We have too many people following the trend of complaining and gossiping, and you going through X, Y, and Z, and you still carrying this "why me" on you. Like, get over yourself. There's millions of people going through a struggle. When are you gonna start being thankful? Being thankful. Okay, I woke up. I got a roof over my head. Or I woke up this morning. You know what? I can see. I can speak. I can hear. I got food. I don't have to eat out of trash cans. Or I'm not waking up and I'm sleeping under a bridge. This is not the season to be complaining. This is the season to be thankful for what you have. All we doing is complain. You still holding on things from years ago. When are you gonna let it go? Your life hasn't changed. You've been holding on to the same pain for how long? And nothing has changed for you. But you're wondering why you're not progressing, because you're still holding on to old you. How can you get to your new you? You're still holding on to the old. You can't go forward if you're steadily looking backwards. You're going to continue to crash every time because you can't see where you're going. You want more. You got to do more. You got to do something different. If you're not used to being positive, you got to start being positive. You got to speak life into you. You got to speak life into others. It's time to uplift. Not discouraging people, man. Somebody tell you they dream. It's not your business for you to go back and run and gossip about it like, oh, such and such want to be this. They never gonna be that because they too dumb. What type of stuff is that? And then you get mad when you tell somebody your dreams and they shoot you down. Life is giving you what you give it. And the Bible says you reap what you sow. So if you want better, you got to do something different. You can't be the same and say you want different. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable changing, but you have to do it if you really want better. You can't run around here and saying these kids is crazy and you're not doing nothing different. Half the battle is nobody's coaching these parents. You having these kids out of spite. Like now you got a kid and your response now is, oh, I hate my baby daddy. Oh, I hate my baby mama. Who told you to lay down with him? Let me know. Somebody put a gun to your head and said, okay, have sex with this person? Or did you just have a conscious decision, you know what? This is the person I want to lay down with at this moment. Whose fault is it? Stop pointing the finger at somebody else. Take accountability. Okay, you made a mistake. Get over it. You gonna keep holding it in? Oh, my baby mama is not doing this with my kid. My baby mama is holding the kid against me. Okay, you can't change it. Pray. Keep striving for it. Keep trying to be a man. Women in reverse role. He's not stepping up and being a father. Get over it. You can't change him. If he doesn't want to be in that kid's life, you know what? You're going to be the best mom you can be. That's all you can do. And you don't speak death into that kid. You let that kid make his own assumption about their father. You don't go around saying, well, your dad ain't this, your dad ain't that, because you're speaking death into that kid. That kid is going to grow up resenting you because you're speaking bad about their father, or in reverse, the dads speaking bad about the moms. You're speaking death into your children. Then you wonder why your children grow up being the way they are. You wonder why they run to the streets to go find love. They're not getting love with you. Too busy not getting love from you, because you're trying to get love from their father, who doesn't want nothing to do with the kid. We have to change. We have to encourage each other. Stop being stubborn and like nobody can tell you nothing. And people who have something to say, stop biting your tongue. Stop biting your tongue because of somebody's reaction to what you say. Well, they're gonna get mad if I say this. Well, they probably need to hear it. And let them say, oh, they hating. I don't care if they say that, oh, well, you just hating. Let them take that. Let them take it that way. Let them take it that way. You know where your words is coming from. If it's coming from a good place out of your heart, okay, let them be mad at you, but you're speaking the truth into them. Stop letting them live a life that's leading towards death. You have to live with that if you allow them to walk around like this. We're wondering why this world walking around crazy. It's not enough people speaking life into each other. We shooting each other dreams down. Why? Because you don't understand it? If you don't understand it, keep your mouth shut. You just keep living what you living. But if somebody confiding in you, telling you their dreams, you should be there full supporting them the best you can. But you're busy shooting them down. You didn't even give them a chance. You never know where they can go. But you're predetermining the destination in your mind because you feel like you can't do it, so you got to tell them they can't do it. But you love them. That's not love. That's hate. Now that's hate. We got to do better. We got to do better. You know why kids aren't here acting crazy? Nobody's speaking life into them. How many times you gonna tell a kid they're bad? How many times you gonna tell a kid they're not smart enough? How many times you gonna tell a kid to shut up? How many times you gonna yell at the kid? How many times? And you wonder why they turn to guns and streets and worshiping this music. They're not getting it at home. They're not getting it at home. Somewhere down the line, somebody's not doing their job. I don't care how good of a parent you think you are. Somewhere down the line, you're not doing the job. You're not. You need to step up. Stop speaking. Stop cussing at your kids. You're putting death into them. Start running up to that school and ready to put your hands on a teacher. You don't know what your kid did. But you busy. You fast to run up there and want to lay hands on kids. But you won't spend the time after school to study with them. What example that sets? You showing the kid, okay, the only time I give my parent attention is when I act up. Or if I'm about to fight, my parent gonna run up here. But if I'm trying to do the right thing and study, they gonna give me time. They gonna be on their phone on Facebook posting. They gonna be on Twitter. They gonna be on Snapchat. Talking about how good of a parent they are. But you won't spend time to read to me. You won't spend time helping me with my homework. And then if you can't help me with my homework, you don't go take me to a tutor. That's free at libraries. But if I act up, you're at my school. You're giving me attention. So which one I'm likely to do more? I'm going to go act out now. Because that's when I get your attention, is when I act out. I'm doing the right things. You don't give me nothing. You don't give me anything. You want to drop me off somewhere so you can go be lit. I didn't ask to be here. You brought me in this world. You too busy trying to be lit. Well, I ain't get to live my life. That's your fault. That's your fault. You decided to lay down with somebody and make a baby. That's your fault. That ain't that kid's fault. That ain't nobody else's fault but yours. No one told you to lay down with anybody. You did it yourself. Now this kid gotta pay because you feel like you didn't have a childhood. So now you want to do all this ridiculous stuff and not grow up. You gotta grow up. Grow up. Grow up. How long you gonna hold on? My people who's you have significant deaths in your family. How long you gonna let those deaths hold you back? How long? How long? Yes, and I'm a person that can go there. Because I've been there. I've been there. Those who know, you know what I've been through. But we have to do better. You can't keep holding on to that stuff. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. There's people out here who need you to encourage them to be better, to show them something better. We out here getting lit. You don't know what a 401k is. You don't know how to invest your money. You don't have nothing to show for your money. But you lit though. You got nice outfits on. But you ain't got nothing to show for it. Nothing. You still riding around in rentals. You still got to depend on people to give you a ride. But you lit. You cool because you could down a bottle of Henny? That's cool? You cool because you can do that? You got kids running around here acting crazy and you over here talking about, oh, this on my second bottle. what? But you mad because your life is not progressing. That don't add up. That don't add up. But you the same one sitting down trying to kick knowledge. But you say you real. You ain't real. How are you real? That's a hypocrite. You trying to tell people to do something, not to do something that you're doing. You have to live what you preach for people to respect you. So I don't believe in that whole, if you knew better, you'd do better. Because a lot of y'all know what you should be doing, but you ain't doing it. And you're choosing to live the way you living. But then have the nerve to sit back and try to blame somebody else for your downfalls. It's your fault you're not playing the hand you were dealt. It's your fault you're not making the best out of your opportunities. It's your fault you applied to a dead-end job and you won't leave it and apply for somewhere else. Your jobs didn't choose you. You chose your jobs. You signed an application for that place. Oh, well, I don't have enough education. You chose to stop at that education. Go get some more. They have certificate programs. You can go back to community college. You can go to a 4-year if you want to. Don't say you can't do it. People out here doing it. I don't have enough time. You got time because you got enough time to be on Facebook. You got enough time to be on Twitter. You got enough time to be in the gossip. But you don't have enough time to grow as an individual. And then you're not taking any responsibility. The first thing you do is point at somebody else. How long are you going to continue to be on Facebook and the only time you're on there because you want to scroll down your timeline to see what's going on? So you can run to your little friends and gossip about it. Oh, guess who such and such post? Guess whose house is in this order? Oh, I should go sneak in so I can be the person in the back door, or what y'all call the side person. But you get mad when your life don't turn out the way that you pictured it. Because you don't invest time into it. You put time into things that don't matter. Forget keeping up with the Joneses. Keep up with yourself. Get your inner man right. Life is about progress, not regressing. How you 30, you still act like you 18? Why you got all these babies out here and you still partying like you had no responsibilities? That's played out. That's played out. That's played out. You ain't handling your business, you have nothing to party about. You have nothing to party about. If you can't put documents into your own name, you have nothing to party about. If your credit score is not up to par, you have nothing to party about. If you're not accomplishing everything that God said you can have, and you ain't moving in it, you got nothing to party about. There's a lot of work to do out here, and we ain't got time to waste. Because the wages of your sin is death. And you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up, people. We have to wake up. I'm only telling this because I love y'all. I love y'all, and I don't want you to waste your life running around thinking, what if I would have changed? What would my life look like? I don't want you to do that, but I can't choose it for you. You have the choice. Because I refuse to live my life thinking, what if I would have done this? My life will not be, what if I done it? My life is going to be, you know what? I did it. I did it. And I want you guys to have the same. Keep God first. Never settle.